Madden holiday is here and we will play all night. Calling sick and sound sincere, in tackles will delight. The fridge is packed with drink and meat, the taste of victory sure is sweet.
Hey guys, sorry if this audio sounds a little low. I'm having to record a lot later than usual due to the fact that we had to have the sewer cleaned this afternoon, and well, that was the time I was supposed to be recording. Anyway, my early notes here were written before the game between Denver and Cincinnati, so at the time I didn't know if I was going to be 4-2 of the week or 5-1. I turned it out going 5-1. And even though this was a mostly successful week, it was still rather aggravating. And I'm not just talking about the Green Bay-Dallas game, which we'll get to. Basically, all the games I picked, except for Rice and Navy and Cincinnati-Denver, were nail-biters. I didn't know which team was going to be what. Louisville had to score like 2 touchdowns late to beat Pitt. Oregon and Penn State went to double overtime. The Rams needed like an 80-plus yard completion to beat the Colts on a touchdown. All that and the player dropping the ball short of the goal line. And of course, Jacksonville upset San Francisco, who wound up getting even more injured. In the bigger overall picture, Arkansas fired their coach Sam Pittman after a blowout loss to Notre Dame, and I'm kind of surprised it took them this long to do so. It's even crazier when you take into account this guy was once the darling coach back in 2021, as he led them to a big 9-4 record, including a victory over a highly regarded Texas team at the time. But the bottom slowly fell out, and now he's replaced by Bobby Petrino, which has brought along its own set of baggage. Look all that up on your own, kids. Anyway, to try to get that job, I do think it can be a desirable job. I mean, look at what John Calipari is doing with the basketball team. But I think Walmart and Tyson Banquet are going to need to pony up some big cash to fill the NFL, not just to pay the coach, but I think to help fill the NIL deals so that way guys can get paid. Because I think that's definitely where college football is trending at the moment. Well, all college sports, but you get the idea. On the lighter side, Virginia beat Florida State in double overtime. It wasn't quite 30 years to the day since the famed upset where they stopped work done on the goal line, but it was pretty close, so I guess you can count it as a 30th anniversary tribute. And the ACC continues to be turned on its head. Georgia Tech almost lost this week to Wake Forest. It took overtime there as well. Wake Forest went for a 2-point conversion in the win. I don't blame them for doing that. Also, Alabama defeated Georgia, which will hopefully quell some of the concerns in Tuscaloosa, but it probably won't. Ole Miss managed to hold on to beat LSU. Tennessee and Mississippi State went to overtime. Illinois avenged their loss last week to Indiana by beating USC in the final seconds, so this has definitely caused a lot of shakeup in the college football playoff chase. NFL-wise, I touched a little bit earlier on the Dallas-Green Bay game, which now has everyone complaining that it ended in a tie. Many of these people are the same individuals who kept complaining for years and belly aching for years that both teams needed to get a shot in overtime. I don't know what they thought was going to happen. Seems to me like this should be expected. Giving both teams a chance in overtime doesn't fix the problem that the defenses keep letting the teams march right down the field. In a few other noteworthy games, the Eagles managed to hold off the charging Buccaneers in the last quarter. The Texans managed to get their first win after 3 quarters of very, very mediocre football. The Raiders had Ashton Jeanty put up a really great game, and it led throughout most of it against the Bears, but eventually gave it away in the final seconds, and then had a possible game-winning field goal blocked, so the Bears rallied there. And, of course, the Vikings lost to the Steelers in Ireland, meaning, once more, Deathmate rules all.
All hail Deathmate! 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 All
Anyway, this week's games are Charlotte versus South Florida, Michigan State versus Nebraska, and Texas Tech versus Houston. Then on the NFL side, we have the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints, the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets, and Tennessee versus Arizona. Like I've said in earlier recordings, I want to touch on every team at least once, and I had 6 teams remaining, and this allowed me to take out half of those. So we'll start talking about these games after the break.
Hi, I'm a Boglin. Me and my buddies want to be your friend, right, guys? Right. Call us at 1-900-909-5464 and hear how we can protect you from ferocious beasts.
And help your teacher grade your math test.
Yeah, new story every day.
1 call gets you a 3D Boglin hologram like this.
4 calls get you a set of 6. Trade them with your buddies.
And part of your $2.35 2-minute call goes to Special Olympics.
So get your parents' permission and call us at 1-900-909-5464. Go get the phone. I said get it, not eat it.
Tired of wearing the same old face Halloween after Halloween? Why not try a Fright Night nose mask from Bud and Bud Light? There's Batface, Scary Witch, Mr. Pumpkin, and Big Black Cat. Best of all, these amazing masks are available where Bud and Bud Light are sold. So, next time...
Wednesday. It's hot and cold running chills as a big witch brews trouble for America's favorite rabbit in Bugs Bunny's Halloween special.
Me, what's up, witch?
Then Raggedy Ann and Andy get the stuffing scared out of them in The Pumpkin Who Couldn't Smile. 2 Halloween treats starting at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Every day, Roger pushes Billy to the brink.
You realize that this guy is lying through his teeth to put me in jail?
And every day, Billy's about to go over the edge.
I have to look at you one more time, I'll get sick!
Has Roger finally gotten his revenge?
You will not destroy another family.
Quick, turn on a light.
Guiding light.
This is CBS.
Our first matchup is Charlotte taking on South Florida, and a game that really features an unknown quantity in the Charlotte 49ers, who have been playing football since the 2013 season. They've only made 1 bowl appearance, and I believe mainly due to the massive population boom that Charlotte, North Carolina has had, they got an invite to the American Conference. This season, the 49ers only have 1 win over FCS Monmouth, and even then, that was only by 7 points. All 3 of their losses have been by double digits, and the team is led by transfer quarterback Connor Harrell. And that's really all I got. Like I said, this is a really unknown quantity. No one really talks too much about Charlotte football. Now, the South Florida Bulls became the Group of 5 darling with their early season victories over Boise State and Florida, only for that to really come to a screeching halt as they got blown out by Miami. The Bulls are led by dual-threat quarterback Byron Brown, a star who puts up a lot of big numbers. They also have a pretty good running back in Cantarius Norton, and wide receiver Keyshawn Singleton can put up some decent numbers. Now, the Bulls do still have an outside chance to maybe get that Group of 5 college football playoff spot, but they need things to really fall their way. And let's face it, all due respect to Charlotte 49ers fans, your team just isn't very good. I'm guessing this is going to be a blowout. 20-plus points. South Florida will win this.
Every day, get great orange taste in a vitamin C. Your body needs it. Your body can't make it. Your body can't keep it. You need great tasting vitamin C. New Sun. Put sun-kissed sunshine in your body. You can't make it in your body. You can't your body every day. Your body needs new great tasting sun-kissed in your body. Vitamin C in your body every day.
Watch out for him.
It started to happen again.
Dad!
I'm in trouble. You've had some scary dreams, okay? Help!
Daddy can't help you now.
Freddy is back on Elm Street, and he's not a welcome visitor. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 2. Freddy's Revenge. Rated R from New Line Cinema.
Now showing at a theater near you.
Nourish the natural beauty of your wood with new Pledge Lotion. Moisturizers penetrate and condition wood for a deep, beautiful shine. Let the natural beauty of your wood shine through with new Pledge Lotion.
Our next matchup is Michigan State versus Nebraska in a battle for something in the Big Ten. The right to maybe play Indiana at some point. Now, the Spartans have managed to start things off pretty strong this year. It seems that Coach Jonathan Smith has settled into this job nicely. He's utilized the transfer portal well, and they've played a pretty soft schedule. They did lose their one real test to USC. And while their offense has put up some good numbers, I don't think their defense has really been tested. The offense is led by quarterback Aiden Childs and running back Mekhi Frazier. And like I said, I don't think they've faced too much in the way of competition. Their one, for lack of a better term, real opponent was University of Southern California, who beat them. So, again, not entirely sure there. The Cornhuskers have also made a pretty magical resurgence here, as they were really playing well, and they're still stinging it from a last-second loss to Michigan that kind of brought their season to a bit of a halt. Quarterback Dylan Iola is putting up some really good numbers, and he's complemented by running backs Emmett Johnson and wide receiver Dane Key. Their defense has been putting up good numbers. Granted, it's against the likes of Akron and UConn, but they've still been playing pretty well. And Nebraska really should be playing better. This is a team that really should have beat Michigan if you watch that game. They really outplayed the Wolverines up until the last second. They're playing better football at the moment, so yeah. I think State will put up a decent fight, but overall, I think the Cornhuskers are going to win this one. I like Nebraska here.
Does your skin feel a little dry? Quench it with the best Vaseline Intensive Care yet. Brimming with healing moisturizers and alpha hydroxys, Vaseline Intensive Care is made to restore your dry, thirsty skin, to heal dryness, and keep skin feeling smooth and healthy for 12 hours straight. So with Vaseline Intensive Care, there's never a dry moment. Heal your dry skin healthy with Vaseline Intensive Care.
When Weight Watchers said you could take the weekends off and take the weight off, you didn't believe it. No way.
Not me.
I'd lose control. But I didn't. I lost 40 pounds. In fact, you can lose a clothing size in 4 weeks.
So far, 9 pounds, 13 pounds.
40 pounds. Join now and get free registration.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Call 1-800-651-6000. We'll make a believer out of you.
It takes truckload after truckload, months to set it all up. It has become legendary. A furniture sale so amazing, Raymore and Flanagan can do it only once each year. Our entire selection at legendary discounts, featuring legendary name brands. Lazy Boy, Thomasville, Broyhill, Natuzzi, Brookline, and Sealy. Plus, get legendary financing. No deposit, no interest charges, no monthly payments, nothing to pay for a full year. It's the best of everything together for one brief moment in time. A legendary sale today through Monday, only at Raymore and Flanagan.
Our third matchup is the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the Houston Cougars in a game I may have actually covered last year as well. Anyway, both teams are poised to make some big noise in the Big 12 right now. They've had a lot of cash infusion, and that's been utilized in the transfer portal. The Red Raiders are led by quarterback Baron Martin, and unlike previous Texas Tech teams in the past, they actually have a really good running attack with Quinton Joyner. Though, so far, their only real test this season was Utah, but they did manage to win that one handily, pulling away in the second half, so they've got a lot going for them there. Now, the Cougars are also undefeated on the season, but just barely, as they managed to squeak by Oregon State, a team who, sorry Beavers fans, just isn't very good. The Cougars are led by Texas A&M transfer Connor Wigman at quarterback, and they have a two-power running back attack with the likes of Dean Connors and Stacey Sneed. However, their main offensive weapon is their tight end Turner Kazoil, who's definitely going to be making a lot of noise on Sundays. Now, the Cougars' offense isn't as high-powered as Tech, but they should be able to handle them. However, I do think overall Tech has the better defense, and that's going to help as the Red Raiders will pull away in the second half. This is pretty much going to be like a replay of the Utah game. I expect Tech to pull away and win, probably by, maybe 10 points.
How do we deal with the Soviet Union? How do we deal with Gorbachev? And if I understand anything in the 27 years I've been in the Congress, it is that the Soviets understand strength, And the reason they came back to the table to talk about intermediate nuclear weapons is Ronald Reagan stuck with his guns on the SDI program. So we're not looking for any armed conflict. Bob Dole's not looking for any armed conflict. I'm looking for peace.
Happy Halloween! I'm Dumpy the Pumpkin, the fresh ice cream cake made daily at Carvel. And here's my good friend, Wiki the Witch.
Are you having a Halloween party? Go to your participating Carvel ice cream store and ask to see us, Dumpy the Pumpkin and me, Wiki the Witch. Or if you want to send one of us to a friend...
Please phone 800-327-GIFT and call the Cake Honors most major credit cards. Thank you.
Stephen King, John Carpenter, two great masters of terror, have teamed up to take you for a ride.
I knew a guy had a car like that once. He killed himself in it.
Pristine, based on the best-selling novel by Stephen King, rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
Moving to the NFL, we start things off there with the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. And I don't know, but I just don't think I have enough of a sample size to see if Jackson Dart is really worth it now. I do think he was a step up from Russell Wilson, and he played pretty well. It's just the offense is so wildly inconsistent. He's very hit or miss. They did win, but I think that was mainly due to the actions of the defense, who played lights out against the Chargers, maybe utilizing the time change a little bit there. And, yeah, I think it was definitely the defense that carried them in that game. They just didn't quite do enough on offense to really sell me as turning the corner in any way, shape, or form. Now, despite losing to the Bills by 12 points, the Saints actually played pretty well for them and had a chance to even take the lead in the fourth quarter, with their main opportunity being turned over by replay. As it turned out, Brandon Cooks dropped a touchdown pass. The defense also seemed to make a lot of really big plays when they needed to. Again, this was probably, they had no shot against the Bills, and yet they proved they can hang with them. The only big problem is I don't see Spencer Rattler making the big throws. He just really can't. He tries. I don't think he's necessarily a bad quarterback, but it's very short dink and dunk passing that's winning it's not winning anything for them. They haven't won a game. But, that's how they're getting in a position to play well in some of these games. That being said, again, the way the Giants are playing, I do think this might be the best chance the Saints have to get a victory all season. Now, this is an understatement here, but neither of these teams is very good. I do think the Giants are maybe just a little bit better. They're probably going to win this game by like a field goal. So, yeah, I'll pick the Giants here.
All you ghouls and goblins gather round. Time for chills and thrills, so party down. No matter who you like to bite, you're gonna want Coors and Coors Light tonight.
Coors Light beer will be there. Fun is everywhere.
Get ready for excitement when Coors is on the scene.
'Cause anything can happen.
On a Coors and Coors Light Halloween.
It's sugar-free, fat-free, and now it's tax-free.
Tax-free million? Come on, who's kidding who?
It's true. Lottery pays the taxes and you get your $1 million.
Tax-free million?
From the New York Lottery. Get the edge. USDA boneless beef sirloin steak, $1.98 a pound. It's the lowest price guaranteed. Advantage Price Chopper.
What's that little gizmo you have there?
This? Well, I can actually enter patients' vital signs in here, and I can transfer them anywhere, even right to a doctor's desk.
Fancy. So Columbia's cutting out charts and paper. Smart?
Yeah.
Can I see? So, I saw a movie once where they transported a guy through thin air with something like this. I don't know, I'm not trying to one-up you or anything. It's just a movie I saw.
Okay.
I eat when I get stressed, and not very good food.
I gained weight. I tried every diet known to man. What I found with the Slim Fast plan was that it was easy. I lost 18 pounds on one shake a day. With Slim Fast, you'd put it in your bag, that's lunch, that's it. I love the milk chocolate. It tastes like a creamy milkshake.
19 essential vitamins and minerals, protein, calcium, and carbohydrates. All the balanced nutrition like a healthy meal.
Maybe that's why I feel so good. I like this thin feeling.
Slim Fast, balanced nutrition for a healthy life.
It's the ultimate weapon in the battle to keep your toilet clean. Toilet Duck Automatic Bowl Cleaner with twice the cleaners to more thoroughly clean your bowl. Toilet Duck, the block with twice the cleaning power.
Our next matchup is the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets, which means, yes, it's time to tackle the other New York team. So as I was writing this, the Jets were trailing the Dolphins by 11 points on Monday night. They put up a decent fight at times. They hung in there, made it close, but ultimately the defense just kind of got overwhelmed. The Dolphins completely beat them, which was a shock because I thought this was probably the best chance the Jets had to win a game all season, as the Dolphins really aren't very good. And, the Jets' defense has actually played pretty well and kept them in a lot of games. Their only blowout loss was to Buffalo. I mean, that's really the only one where they just didn't quite seem to get everything together. I mean, the offense has been inconsistent. Breece Hall was running well, but I believe their backup running back, who's going to be filling in for him, he got injured. I can't remember his name. Allen. Like I said, the defense is playing really well, and Breece Hall is really good for like a highlight, but then he just kind of vanishes for the next 3 quarters. Again, it's that wildly inconsistent nature the Jets seem to have. Now, of course, the Cowboys are coming off their epic tie with Green Bay, but we're not going to delve too deep into that. And I think the main problem with the Cowboys is they will play down to opponents this season. I mean, they played well against the Eagles and Cowboys, but you could argue they played down to the Giants the way that turned into a Giant score fest. They obviously played down to the Bears, what happened in Chicago. So, yeah, it's just, it's not very good. The defense is just too unpredictable. Sometimes they can look good, sometimes they just look absolutely horrible. The offense is good, but they're mainly pass. They don't really seem to have too much of a running game outside of Zach Prescott doing what he's doing. Or Dak Prescott, I don't know why I said Zach. Sorry about that. But yeah, like him rolling out and running on his own is pretty good. Javonte Williams has been doing well, but again, sometimes he just kind of disappears for moments at a time when, hey, maybe running the ball would actually be helping them there. And because of that, I think because of the Cowboys' nature to play down to opponents they think are lesser, this could be a surprisingly close game. I think the Jets may actually get a chance to win this one. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to pick the Jets to win this by like a touchdown. Like I said, it's going to be close. It's not going to be a huge blowout, but yeah, I do think the New York Jets are going to win this one.
Popular cereal is coming your way. How about a monster for breakfast today? What's this, breakdancing?
Give me a break.
I'll give you my Count Chocula cereal. The cereal with loads of chocolatey marshmallows in every bowl. It's a delicious part of this nutritious breakfast.
Who wants my Frankenberry?
They went that away. How about a monster for breakfast today?
Of horror that will give you the creeps.
This is going to be extremely painful, Mr. Verrill.
The most fun you'll ever have being scared. Creep Show. Rated R.
Now playing at a theater near you.
Being glamorous. It's just not me.
Garnier creates a new kind of permanent hair color. Bell Color 20-minute Color Ease Gel.
They must have had me in mind.
So easy. So natural. With natural oils to care for your hair. No mess gel stays put. 20 minutes does it. Natural looking color. Healthy hair.
And it lasts.
Bell Color 20-minute Color Ease Gel.
I can live with this.
New from Laboratoire Garnier.
Can MasterCard help stop a thief? The answer lies in the tamper-resistant panel that MasterCard pioneered. It makes a stolen credit card practically useless. And your MasterCard even more secure. MasterCard, it's smart money.
Our last game is the Tennessee Titans taking on the Arizona Cardinals, and yeah, we had to cover the Titans at some point on this show. Like I said, they did hang with the Texans for about 3 quarters, mainly because their defense kept the Texans from scoring. It was not because of anything else. Their defense is overall pretty bad. Their running game is really bad. Their special teams are pretty bad. The coaching is bad. Cam Ward is trying. Like, he has the talent. I do think he can be a good quarterback, but one man cannot carry a football team. And yeah, the team is just a disaster, which means they might actually win this week. Why is that exactly? Well, I mean, if you remember the last time I talked about the Cardinals, it's just they're a hard team to grasp. This is a team I think really should be contending for playoff spots. They always seem just right on the verge of a major breakthrough, and then it just doesn't seem to happen. I mean, the offense can move the ball, but then any receiver not named Trey McBride suddenly can't catch. They ran the ball pretty well even after James Conner got hurt, but again, they seem to abandon the run and try to go to the pass a lot. Marvin Harrison Jr. is struggling. Kyler Murray is trying hard, but I think his time on Arizona is really wearing out. Again, I just feel like that could happen. That being said, having seen the Titans play this year, I have absolutely no hope for Tennessee right now. Like I said, I would not be surprised if Titans win. I don't think they will, however. I like the Arizona Cardinals to win this one. They might win by like a touchdown. Who knows? Yeah, I'll pick Arizona to win. All right, we'll wrap things up after the break.
I think you'll like this house.
Isn't this supposed to be haunted? Haunted? What an absurd idea.
I mean, what would a ghost be doing here? Haunted.
David?
No other diet soft drink delivers the real cola taste of 1-calorie Diet Coke. The real one. It's lifting more and more spirits every day. The move is on to Diet Coke.
Saturday on Walt Disney's Halloween treat. Get ready for ghouls, ghosts, goblins, and Disney Halloween magic. Then on the CBS Saturday Night Movies.
What is this, Hell Week?
This is the Army.
Goldie Hawn.
Green, the only color these comments.
Round off.
And Eileen Brennan in the hilarious movie Private Benjamin. Private Benjamin after Disney's Halloween treat. Saturday.
At work inside the cell, along with the amino acids, complex carbohydrates.
Forget the old ways. Get into the new. Student body, it's all about you.
Community Health Plan and WRGV presents Student Body. It's free hands-on material exploring general health, nutrition, and fitness for kids in grades 4 through 8.
It's all about you.
Teachers, contact your principal or WRGV at 381-4922.
We're not new, we're not old. We've been around. We're the talk of the town. So if you're looking for a great food experience, look no more. Come to BFS Catering Cafe. BFS offers authentic Mediterranean and gourmet foods that'll excite your palate. Freshness you can see, smell, taste, and service that is a cut above the rest. Enjoy table service, takeout, on and off-premise catering. BFS Catering Cafe, 1736 Western Avenue, Albany.
Okay, so to wrap things up, I like South Florida over Charlotte, Nebraska over Michigan State, and Texas Tech over Houston. Then on the NFL side, I like the Giants over the Saints, the Jets over the Cowboys, and Arizona over Tennessee. Alright, so the next two videos are going to be the next week's picks, obviously, and then the random trade review on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Volume 1. The games we're covering next week are LSU versus South Carolina, Oklahoma versus Texas, and Ohio State versus Illinois. Then on the NFL side, we'll have the LA Rams taking on the Baltimore Ravens, the Detroit Lions versus the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Buffalo Bills versus the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, see you all next time. Hey guys, remember that you can support my work at patreon.com/sleepytimeforcat productions, or just click the link in the description. Also, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so that you can be made aware of further videos.